Tuples are really fantastic to be able to group multiple values into a single compound. This allows you to use a function and return multiple values in just one return type value. But once you have that one type, let's just say we have a function which is return an HTTP response, and that's a tuple which has then the status code of an int and status text of then string. And as you can see here, 200 OK. If you now have this one value and you want to be able to access the different properties, well, you can do that by saying HTTP response dot status code. And if we just do this, you'll see the two different values that it provides you. But you're adding lots and lots of code here. So what about if you want to be able to access those just a little bit easier? You can do this by decomposing tuples. Now, if you have used JavaScript or something, you would know about decomposing objects already. But if you haven't, don't worry about it. We're going to get into this now. And this is done basically by saying let and then brackets. And we're going to get to the rest in a second. And then after it saying what we want to decompose. So this is like the syntax for saying what we want to decompose. As you can see, we're getting an error right now because we need to actually explicitly fill that one value here. And we can do this initially just by saying underscore, and that underscore, comma, underscore. And you have to be able to put an underscore for every single property within inside of the tuple here. So if we add other and we just say string here, we're going to get a compile error here. And we're just going to say this and do it like this. And as you can see now, we get another error. And we can just add the comma like this and then recompile it, and it's no problem. So let's just remove this. Okay, so now we can see that we are able to decompose our tuple here into using this syntax here. And the underscores, like I said, they're just allowing you to ignore those ones, but you've got to define it, all right? So now when we actually want to be able to use them, we could just say A and be nice and boring, no problem. We don't actually have to use the names inside of here. And now if we just come and say print A and B, and when we run and compile it, you can see that we get 200 and OK. Now, if we don't want to have the B value, we just need to underscore that out again and then come and remove that from the print and then build and run it once again. And we can see that we get the 200. So this is a really, really good way to be able to do this. All right. So this is decomposing tuples in a nutshell, basically. So you don't have to have this very, very imperative 2 lines of code because you can do it basically in one. And just to be able to take this one step further, if we just add these 2 names here and we change status code there and put it in there and we build and run it once again, we get the original effect. So there we go. This is how to decompose tuples. Super, super easy. And it's a super beneficial thing to be able to do when you want to return multiple items from a function, or if you just want to compound multiple values together into a single value, basically. And then you can just use the compiler to help you whilst programming. With that said, I hope you've got something out of this one video. I hope you've learned something. Please, if you do have any questions, feedback or concerns or anything like that, let's start a conversation in the comment section down below. Other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and do all of the other social media things that you could do. Other than that, see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Ciao, ciao and goodbye.